Hi, Jacqueline Foster here, and I'm excited to be back sharing more of my pole dancing journey with you, the lessons I'm learning, and the ways it's helping me to grow. There are three things I'd like to share with you today, and those three things are around the importance of being a part of a community. When I was reflecting this week about what I had learned that's really most impacted me in the past week or so around pole dancing, it has definitely been around the feeling of community that I feel being a part of this group, going to this school, and what that's doing for all areas of my life. Those three things I'd like to share are one, the importance of a community in creating a sounding board for you. This has been really big for me. As I started pole dancing, as you start any new activity, it feels really vulnerable, and there are times where it feels really awkward. I remember in classes where, as we're going through the warm-up, the whole time I'm saying to myself, why am I doing this? What am I doing? Like, so many insecurities, so many thoughts about, what other people in the class are thinking about me, and yeah, a lot of discomfort. And I realized that the more I began to share that experience with the other students in the class, I realized that they were going through the same thing. They had plenty of moments where they felt awkward, where they felt really vulnerable, really uncomfortable with what they were doing. But I realized the more that we move through these experiences and share them together, the more we move to the other side, where we feel powerful, where we feel empowered, where we feel grounded and really solid in who we are. And being a part of that has been huge for creating progress and momentum in the direction that I want to be moving, because I know that those experiences, those vulnerabilities, are actually just a natural part of the growth process. The second thing that's been huge is this idea of being in a supportive environment. And not only being in a supportive environment, but there's a key to that environment that's important, and that is that you're sharing a common interest, a common passion, a common desire or outcome. The reason that's so important is because when you share that common passion and interest, you share common experiences. You've been through what you're doing to some degree or to some different level, so you're able to relate with each other in a different way. For example, if I'm, as being that one of my passions is pole dancing, if I were to be in a community of football players, chances are being consistently in that group of football players is not going to be so great for helping me to build this passion and this commitment to my pole dancing practice. It's you want to be on the same page. You want to be with people who are going for the same things that you're going for in some degree. At least when you're in that space, at least I've found when I'm in that space of really creating momentum and feeling like I can relate, and like I really want to root the other people on, because I know what they're going through, and I know that we all have our own authentic gifts to offer and motivations. I can think, when now as we watch each other dance in class, it's so incredible to watch each other dance. I almost feel like I'm on the edge of my seat at a sports game, because you can just see how the other women have been growing since we've been together, and that's just wants to make me keep moving forward and continuing to learn and grow. And so I encourage you to think about being a part of a community just for that reason alone, the support that you receive. And as I mentioned, that support, I feel, is not only happening in the classroom now, it's beginning to move beyond that. And we're really supporting each other even outside, and acknowledging each other, which is great. The third thing that a community does wonderful things to support is idea generation. I had a day where I was on the pole about a week and a half ago, and we're learning how to climb, so we're getting stronger. And I was up on the pole, and that we've learned some movements to do, and I felt like I had done what I had done, and I was feeling a little bored, wanted to do something new. So I asked my teacher what were some new moves I could do, and so she showed me a couple moves, and I was watching some of the other girls in the class and watching what they were doing, and I came up with some new ideas, some new things to try that I would not have known if I just had a pole at home and I was only doing it at home, or if I was reading books about pole dancing but not really doing it. So I've realized from this experience, this community, how important it is to really be in it, to be active in it, and to be asking questions, to be observing, and what that does to expand my own vision and perspective of what is really possible for myself. So I encourage you to, one, think about what communities you're involved in. And if you are involved in communities, are you taking advantage of those communities? Are you really diving in and immersing yourself? I know this doesn't happen overnight, and being a part of communities is relatively new for me, and perhaps it's new for you too. Or perhaps you've been involved in communities, but you haven't taken advantage or really immersed yourself as much as you could. So I hope this has provided some nuggets for you, and I always enjoy sharing these videos, and I look forward to sharing more in the future. Thanks so much.